Uh-huh. Right. And what do we call this? Do you remember? Fact box, yeah. And this is the... You can look on the vocab chart up there. What does it say about fact box? Text, right. So now let's use red to find something that's only in the fact box. And then you can use a different color, like maybe orange, to find something that's only in the text. I see that you made a lot of connections there. You've got a really good start. Okay, so about 2 more minutes, and then we're going to all make a Venn diagram together. You're all done? Okay. So you see you've made some connections and you found a few differences. I wonder if you can find one more difference. And can you tell me what the 2 things that you're comparing and contrasting are? So you found size of the animal in each of them. So those are the what? Similarities, right. And then you found 2 differences. Great. So let's see if you can find one more difference in the text box. Fact box. Okay, everybody, go ahead and finish whatever it is, whichever part you're underlining. I'm going to give you a 10-second countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Please place your writing utensils down. And if you can hear my voice, touch your nose. Wiggle your ears. I need all eyes up here, please. Okay. Great. So what I'd like to do now is for everyone to share. I'll call on some of you, or you can volunteer, and I'd like for you to share what you researched on your own, and we are all going to put it together up here into a Venn diagram. So just to remind you, I've already set it up. This circle here is for the differences that we find in the fact box. Any of the details and evidence that we find that was only provided in the fact box. Over here we'll have the text, and in the middle we'll have the, everyone? Similarities. Similarities. Great. I'm going to start by writing the title of our animal. Can everybody tell me what it is? Sugar glider. Great. And I see it right here. So I'm going to put that on the bottom. Somebody raise their hand and tell me any of the similarities that they found. Andrew.
The sugar glider jumps out of trees without parachute.
Without a parachute? And where do you see a similarity of that in the fact box?
The first one.
The first one. Can you read that for me?
Birthplace, nest in a hollow tree.
Nest in a hollow tree. Great. So we know from the fact box that the nest is in a hollow tree. And we know from the text that the sugar glider jumps out of the tree at night. Great. So we know that they live in a nest in the tree. Do you think it's safe to say that their home is in a tree, right? And that's what they leave at night. Okay. Thanks, Andrew. Anybody else have? Emma?
It says, right here it says, to get the sweet sap. In the text box, it says, adults prefer sweet sap.
Okay, let's see. So it leaps from the tree to get the sweet sap, and you are connecting that to again, Zaina? Okay, let's move on to differences. Who noticed some details that are only provided in the fact box? Any details that are only in the fact box? Aaliyah?
That the birth weight is less than a grain of rice.
Okay. When you're explaining it to us, I'd like us all to use the sentence frame, a difference that I notice is, and then tell me what it is in the fact box, okay? Go ahead.
A difference that I noticed is in the fact box it says the birthplace. It says in the birthplace it weighs less than a grain of rice.
Less than a grain of rice. Wow. Okay, so a difference that Aaliyah noticed is the birth weight. And it's less than a grain of rice. And again, notice that I'm writing it on this side. This is the side where we're putting differences in the fact box. Alexis.
Difference that I noticed in the fact box it says home for Australia and
It says what? Can you say that just a little bit louder?
home for Australia and
New Guinea. Okay, so Alexis just said a difference that he notices is in the fact box. It tells us that the home forest of the sugar glider is in Australia and New Guinea. Great. Thanks, Alexis. One more. Dana?
I noticed a difference in the fact box.
Okay, so Zaina said she noticed a difference in the fact box. It tells us about the enemies, which are, can you name them for us one more time, nice and loud? Wolves, owls, and snakes. Great. It looks like we've got a really good start on the fact box side. What's the other thing that we are comparing? Fact box and everybody?
Text.
Wonderful. What are some of the differences that we saw in text? What was named only in the text? Sinai?
That looks like a flying squirrel.
Oh, but is it related?
No.
No. Okay. We know that it looks like a flying squirrel, but is not related. And I'm putting it on this side here, the text. Remember when you're explaining to me your differences, to start by saying a difference that I noticed about the text is blank. Fabian, was that a hand I saw? No? Autumn, can you tell me something that you have highlighted as a difference for text?
I have the same thing.
You have the same thing? Okay. Does anyone have anything different? Dana? Can you say that really loudly so everybody can hear you? It is a marsupial. So a difference that you notice is that it lists the sugar glider as a marsupial. Faith?
And it says difference of the text.
Uh-huh. A fearless leaper, and that's something it doesn't tell us in the fact box. Great. Thanks, Faith. Okay. Excellent job, readers. I noticed that you're really getting into the text. I noticed that you followed all the steps up there and you found lots of different evidence details. So what we're going to do now is you're going to get a chance to make your own Venn diagram. Can I have all eyes up here, please? This part's really important. All eyes up here. Okay. So right now, you're going to send up one of the people from your partnership, and you're going to get two things. You're going to get a Venn diagram, and you're going to get a different page. And I want you to go through the steps of research that we just did before you even look at your Venn diagram. So you'll just tuck your Venn diagram away. You'll put your page on top, just like we just did, and go through all of the steps. You can ask your partner for support. You can talk with each other, but please make sure that what you're talking about is this research, okay? Please send up one of your partners. A really special clap, but before we do, I just want to point out that you've already done a lot of work as reader researchers this week. Yesterday we worked on practicing observing what?
Pictures.
And today we worked on observing what?
Text.
Text. And what were the two things we were comparing?
Text and facts.
Brilliant. Good work. Okay. So when we come back on Thursday, those of you who have not finished filling in your Venn diagrams, we'll work on that. And then we will work on beginning our animal projects. Okay, remember our clap, it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, clap. And then we say, rainforest babies. All together like you really mean it and you're excited to go to lunch. 1, 2, 3.